So this is where I'm at in my life. I I started this YouTube channel. I have started just kind of being open and honest because I've gotten to a point where I'm like, well, yo, fuck it. Hiding is cowardly, and I refuse to hide. I don't want to hide anymore because hide for what? I'm not hiding what I believe. And this is my thing though. And for all the people that have exited my life just because I am a Republican and because I'm a Trump supporter, please know that I knew who you were. I knew you were a liberal. I knew your beliefs and I didn't care. It didn't matter to me. You know what I mean? Like I liked you for you. I was your friend. I was your family member. I was your colleague. I literally didn't care. Yeah, and you liked me too. You liked me for me. Yet you found out this one thing about me and it was too much. And I think that that's insane work. That's crazy to me. I will never understand a person that is like, and I know people that vote. My fucking dad, my father, who I love. I was a big daddy's girl growing up, voted for Kamala. You think I'm gonna cut my dad up? Because I'm not as stupid. I'm not a crazy person, right? So why would I? I'm not gonna cut someone out of my life because of how they voted. There are valid reasons to stop fucking with someone. Don't get me wrong, but because of how they voted, I never think. I'm sorry. Politics. That's just crazy to me. I think that, for example, if you think it's okay to get murder babies, that's a valid reason. Um, if you think that, I mean, look, if you have like a stance on immigration that I don't agree with, I don't think that that's a reason to not be your friend. We're just gonna disagree. But I think that there are valid reasons to not fuck with someone, but how we vote is just not one of them. I don't get it, man. I really don't. I don't get you people. I will never understand you people. And the liberals, man. The liberals are so racist. You know, they claim to be all woke, all anti-racist. And then the moment that a black Republican enters the room, right, all of a sudden, oh, Trump's gonna deport you. All of a sudden, I'm a nigger. All of a sudden, I'm a fucking raccoon. I'm a coon. I'm a house slave. I'm all of these fucking slurs. Shit that I have not heard in a while. Like, goddamn. I'll give them points. They are creative. I'll give them that, right? And but outside of that, they're really just like my goddamn chihuahua. They're all bark. They're no bite. I really don't know what else to say. But I'm gonna keep it a $1.50. I don't care. You can say whatever you want about me. You could not pay me to care at this point in my life. And there's a reason for that. And it's just because I would rather be open and honest and real with myself and the world and the people in my life and than fake. Because I got to a point where I'm like, well, I don't care if you like me. That's really point blank period. I do not care if you like me. And I don't care if I offend you. I'm not gonna walk on eggshells just because you're overly sensitive. Like I used to have, because keep in mind, I used to be a liberal. I used to be like a hardcore liberal. I was never like hard in the paint, like some of these people, like, but pretty, I was pretty deep into it. And it was crazy. It was crazy, right? Oh my goodness, so crazy to think about. But I used to have this friend. Her name doesn't matter, right? And there were certain things that I couldn't talk about, right? So I was a Hindu woman for a little bit. And she was just like, well, can you not talk about that? Because I have religious trauma from Christianity. And I'm like, well, this is Hinduism. And she's just like, well, it's all religions. Because Christianity just scarred me so much. So now, as you know, I am, Christ is king. I am a Christian, and that is the way that I'm dying. That is the way I'm raising my children. That's just what that is now. I'm not going to not talk about Christ because it's going to offend you. I'm not going to not talk about being pro-life because it's going to offend you, or you're going to cry, or you're going to fucking shake and be triggered. Like, go to fucking therapy, dude. Why should that be my problem? Why? When did we stop? What happened to sticks and stones may break my bones? I don't get it. I remember, so keep in mind, this is coming from somebody who grew up, and I was I was bullied. I was bullied really bad, actually, for various reasons, right? But I got the fuck over it. I actually have I've learned how to deal with shit. You know what I mean? I just it is what it is, right? And I like people say shit about me, especially online, right? Like, for example, and it's crazy getting these comments from other black women. They tell me that my fucking hair is nappy. Bitch, I'm black. I'm black and I have dreads. What the fuck do you expect? At least my shit's real. You're sitting over there with fucking box braids or sew-in or whatever. So you can go fuck yourself. Like, at least I don't look manufactured. At least I don't look like a goddamn generic basic ass bitch. Like, you couldn't pick these bitches up out of a lineup. They just all look the same. I don't aspire to be that. So I don't really give a fuck. Like, they can go fuck themselves with that. And you know, call me fat. I don't give a shit. Call me gordita, obese. I don't give a shit, right? I'm working on it. Like, obviously I care about being fat. I aspire to not be fat. Being fat is bad. Let's be so fucking clear. I'm not gonna be one of those people that's like, ooh, being fat. No, it's terrible. Awful. Don't wanna be it. But you know, obviously I was going through some very dark was going through some dark shit for a bit. Shit got out of hand. But you know, life is really good right now. And yeah, I've lost about like 30 pounds. Like, so I'm on a good track. You know, I'm working on it. Like, chill the fuck out. Chill the fuck out. Like, it's just gonna get better. I don't know, like, goddamn, life is really good. I highly recommend Christ for everyone. I'm not gonna hide that I'm a Trump supporter. I'm not gonna hide that I believe in Christ. There's a bunch of shit that I'm not gonna hide, and I'm not going to be silenced about it. I'm just not. I also support ICE. I'm a firm believer in that if you're not from here, you need to be dragged the fuck back. I don't care who you are, what you look like, what your background is. If you have family here, you should have thought about that. It's just, I think the law is the law. That's just my opinion. And people are looking at me fucked up, like, goddamn, like, I'm sorry, correct me if I'm wrong, but I thought this was fucking America. Like, what the fuck, right? But look, dog, look, you couldn't pay me to give a fuck about these liberals. You really couldn't. I accidentally ruined, no, I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna lie. I told myself, be a real ass bitch, I'm not gonna lie. So for just shits and giggles, I on purpose ruined this nigga's day. Cause I was a couple of drinks in. I was hanging out with a friend at one of my favorite spots that I'm a regular at. It's like an arcade. And this nigga came up and he was talking about like the fucking governor. Is he the governor? Yeah, I think he's the governor. Yeah, Greg Abbott. And he was just like, oh, Governor Hot Wheels, he's like such a piece of shit, right? And he was talking to my friend. And so I chimed in and I was like, well, I knew exactly what he was talking about, right? But I just played dumb and I'm like, oh, Trump? I voted for Trump. And he's just like, and my friend, and she was like, no, I think he's talking about the governor. And I was like, oh, I don't think he's that bad of a guy. And he just immediately stormed off, right? He wouldn't even let me finish my sentence. And it's just like, I don't get why these people get so mad. Like, if your whole fucking day or week or month or year, whatever, is ruined by me saying that I voted for Trump or by me saying that Greg Abbott isn't that bad of a guy, which Greg Abbott, I could really care less about him as I don't really care. But like, if that shit is like ruined by that, that's insane. At what point do you say the problem is me? I need help. I need to go talk to somebody. I need to go dig deep. I need to maybe be alone for a bit. Go to a mountain. Be like, what? At what point? I don't get it. I don't know, man. Like, y'all are weird. Going weird, weird, you know, like that fucking, oh god, I hate that bitch. Dear god, they picked the fucking weirdest fucking bitch to pick. Ugh. Don't even get me started on that commie bullshit of a movie. But yeah, I am going to go because I want to. So